Hello, welcome. Let's try to solve another Leetcode problem. 562. Longest line of consecutive 1 in matrix. So for this problem, we are just need to find what's going to be the longest consecutive ones. So it's going to have, basically it's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to have 4 directions. Yeah, so it's going to have those kind of 4 lines. As we are going to calculate the consecutive ones, so for example, if it is a horizontal for this line, if it is horizontal, for example, in example 1 we have 0, 1, 1, 0. So for this example, how can we calculate how many consecutive ones in horizontal direction? So it's gonna be 2 because this one and this one is gonna be 2. Yeah, so for another one, 0, 1, 1, 0, it is a 2, and for the last one, 0, 0, 0, 1, it is 1. So the maximum result is 2. And similarly, we can also calculate the vertical. So this is the vertical direction, it's gonna be 2 as well. So what about the horizontal? What about the diagonal and anti-diagonal? It's going to be the same thing. So in this way, we can use dynamic programming to solve the problem. So for example, if we are going to calculate it horizontally, so this is a 0, okay? This is inside DP. This is 1. So for this position, we're going to check the previous position. It is 1. So 1 plus 1, so it's going to be 2. So for the next one, as it is a 0, so we're going to record it as a 0, so the maximum result is a 2. And similarly, we can use this method to calculate the vertical, diagonal, and anti-diagonal. It's going to be the same thing. So now let's just start coding. Row and column, we're going to use R and C. It's going to be the length of the mat and the length of the mat 0. Now I'm going to prepare a result, and finally I'm going to return this result. Now let me just prepare the DP. So first of all, let me just prepare a horizontal DP. So DP horizontal going to be 0 times column for anything in range capital R. Yeah. So currently I'm only analyzing the horizontal. So if horizontal is okay, other 3 directions going to be the same method. Yeah. So for R in range capital R, for C in range capital C. Yeah. So the condition is that we want to check the mat. If this mat R and C equal to 1, so this means we can start to check the DP. So DP 8 with RC gonna equal to DP 8. This is a horizontal, so it's gonna be R with C and minus 1. But the condition is C minus 1 should be more than and equal to 0. Definitely it cannot be negative 1. So if C minus 1 more than or equal to 0, so here this means we can use C minus 1. Otherwise, so we're going to record it as 1. So this is the DP. And the result going to be the maximum of result with this value. So it's going to be the DP, R, and C. So now let's just check if this is okay. Yeah. So for the first example, it should be, as we are checking horizontal. Yeah, so for the first example, it's going to be 2, but my result is 0. Definitely it is not okay. Yeah, now let me just print out to check why it is not working. So DP horizontal. Yeah, it is always a 0. It means something wrong with my code. Definitely. Yeah, because this is the DP, it cannot be 0. At least it's going to be 1. Yeah. So this is the mat. If a mat RC equal to 1, so the DP RC gonna equal to else it's gonna be 1. Now if we are going to check this cell, yeah, so let me just print out here. So this is gonna be a check. Let's just check if we can find any 1. Oh, now it is okay. It means here is working. At least we can check. We can find 1, but the DP is not working. Yeah. So the DP8, this means the DP horizontal. So it's gonna be. So from here, this means we find 5 ones. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So if we find 1, this means this DPR8 is gonna equal to this DPR DP8, DP horizontal with RC minus 1. So for example, this is here, and C minus 1 is here. Yeah. So this means from there we need 2 plus 1 because I forget 2 plus 1 because if this is a 1, so from here this is a 0, so 0 should plus this 1, but I forgot about it. This is why. Now let me just run it. Yeah, now at least as you can see, it is a 2, not 0, because horizontal it is a 2. And for this example, it's going to be 4 horizontal because there are 4 consecutive ones. And for the third example, yeah, there's no third example, but this is 1. If the mat is 1, so the result is 1. Yeah. So now what left behind is that we just need to make sure the other 3 directions should be okay. Now horizontal is okay. So what about vertical? So we just let me just copy and paste. So we're gonna copy and paste. So this gonna be the vertical, and this gonna be the diagonal, and this gonna be the anti-diagonal. Yeah. So similarly for here, let me just copy. This is a horizontal, and this gonna be vertical. And here DP gonna be vertical, and if it is vertical, it's gonna be R minus 1, and C gonna be this C, and this gonna be R minus 1. Yeah. So this is for vertical and diagonal. So this is a diagonal, this is a diagonal, and here gonna be C minus 1. This means from this cell, it's gonna check the top left. For this cell, it's gonna check the top left. So the condition is R minus 1 more than 0 and C minus 1 more than or equal to 0. Yeah. And let me just copy the last one. So this is diagonal, and this is anti-diagonal and anti-diagonal. If it is anti-diagonal, for example, if it is this cell 1, if it is anti-diagonal, it's going to be this cell. We're going to check this cell. So this means R minus 1 and C plus 1. So here, gonna be C plus 1. And here, gonna be C plus 1. So C plus 1, yeah, so if it is a C plus 1, so the column gonna be C plus 1 less than the column. Yeah. Now it seems we finished all the coding. Let's just check the maximum result of the for DP. Yeah. So this is a horizontal DP and vertical DP and diagonal DP and anti-diagonal DP. Yeah. Now let me just run it to check if it works. Yeah. Now as you can see, it works. And let me just submit it. Yeah, as you can see, it's pretty fast and the coding is quite clean. And the time complexity is m times n or r times c. So basically it is a 10 to the power of 4. And this is why it is fast, because we are using DP to solve the problem. And basically the DP is not so hard. So from the beginning we just needed to think about the horizontal direction. After that we just needed to prepare other 3 directions, because it is similar, because in mathematics it is similar, because the dynamic programming is basically about mathematics skills. If we know about how to calculate one direction, so basically we know other 3 directions, and we just need to copy and paste and prepare other 3 directions and make it work. I think that's all about it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.